Space has always captivated our imaginations, and it's no wonder that countries all around the world are eager to unlock its secrets. Today, we have a whopping 72 countries with their own space agencies and research centers. So, since we cannot cover all 72 agencies in just one video, we've narrowed it down to the creme de la creme, the top 10 space agencies in the world. These space agencies are at the forefront of space exploration, pushing the boundaries of science and technology. They're the ones making groundbreaking discoveries, launching satellites, and sending astronauts to the stars. So, without further ado, let's start with the most famous space agency in the world. Any guesses? Well, yeah, it's the American organization NASA at the first spot. And it's no surprise that when it comes to space research, there's no other agency that can match NASA's achievements and popularity. They were the first to venture to uncharted planets like Jupiter and Saturn back in 1972. And let's not forget that NASA has made history by being the first to land a human on the moon. And they were also one of the pioneers in showing us what lies beyond our solar system. And you probably have heard of the Hubble Space Telescope, right? Well, that's NASA's brainchild, bringing us jaw-dropping images of the cosmic wonders like never before. They've also rocked it with missions like Viking 1, Chandra X-ray Observatory, Voyager 1, Voyager 2, Skylab, Space Shuttle, and the list goes on. Now coming in at number 2, we have the Russian Federal Space Agency, aka the Roscosmos. Ever since its establishment in 1992, Roscosmos has made quite a few achievements. They were the first to launch animals into space, and they also hold the title for sending the first female astronaut, Valentina Tereshkova, into space. But that's not all. Roscosmos were the first ones to bring the moon soil back to Earth. Another noteworthy mission of the Roscosmos is GLONASS, where they launched a whopping 24 satellites all at once. And right now, they're also collaborating with the European Space Agency on the ExoMars missions. At number 3, we have China National Space Administration. So the CNSA is a relatively young space agency, but they've made quite a name for themselves in the world of space exploration. Now, do you know out of the 4,500 satellites orbiting our planet, CNSA has launched 412 of them into space. They also made a big leap in 2012 by sending their very own space station, Tiangong-1, into space. Now, their biggest achievement to date is the first soft landing on the moon in 2014. They used their robotic lunar lander and rover called Change-3 and were able to capture detailed images of the moon and gather some valuable data. And currently, they're gearing up to send a spacecraft that will get close to Jupiter and Saturn. Up next, we have the European Space Agency at number 4. ESA is like a team effort with a bunch of European countries coming together to explore the mysteries of space. And so far, they've tackled some amazing missions like the Venus mission, Rosetta mission, Mars mission, the Curated Space Telescope mission. One of their most famous projects is the Venus Express. They designed a spacecraft that could get super close to Venus without being affected by the scorching rays of the sun. Venus Express launched in 2005 and provided us with loads of valuable information about our neighboring planet. Unfortunately, in 2014, Europe lost contact with the satellite. But now they're working on their latest mission to tackle the issue of space junk. They're creating the world's first space junk collector called the ClearSpace 1 that would gather up all the space debris floating around and bring it back to Earth. On number 5, it's Space Exploration Technologies Corporation, aka SpaceX, which is the first ever private space research company in the whole wide world. It was started up by none other than the famous businessman Elon Musk back in 2002, with a mission to make space travel more affordable. SpaceX is the only company out there making their own private rockets. They are taking the game to a whole new level with their reusable rockets, and they've recently smashed a world record by sending 143 satellites into space all at once. Next up, at number 6, we have Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, aka the JAXA. So they had a bumpy start with their first satellite mission in 1969. But in 1970, they successfully launched their first satellite. The JAXA gained attention with their Hayabusa mission. Hayabusa 1 had a few setbacks, but they didn't give up. They launched Hayabusa 2 in 2014 to explore an asteroid called Ryugu. And well, currently they're working on sending humans and robots to the moon. And they're also in a race with SpaceX for developing reusable rockets. Then on the 7th spot, it's the German Aerospace Center, aka the DLR. So it's one of the oldest space agencies in the world, founded way back in 1969. In case you don't know, the DLR not only serves as Germany's space agency, but also carries out missions and planned space programs for the German government. They're involved in developing low carbon dioxide power generation, solar thermal power, and renewable energy sources. They're also focused on satellite development, propulsion technology, and space mission concepts. At number 8, we have the Indian Space Research Organization, or ISRO for short. So ISRO was established back in 1969 and has been making remarkable discoveries ever since. One of their major achievements was the discovery of water on the moon. Thanks to their Chandrayaan-1 mission in 2008, ISRO proved the presence of water in the form of ice on the lunar surface. In 2017, ISRO made headlines by launching a whopping 104 satellites into space, using a single rocket called PSLV C-37. This incredible feat set a new world record at the time. Up next on the 9th spot, we have CES, which is the French Space Agency. They have been in the game since 1961 and is also one of the oldest space agencies after Russia and the US. They offer top-notch aerospace training and works under the French Ministry of Defense and Research. And currently they're collaborating with other space agencies like Germany to develop reusable rockets to reduce space emission costs. They have also partnered up with the ISRO to launch the Megatropic satellite to study the tropical atmosphere, water cycle, and climate change. And last but not the least on our list is the Italian Space Agency, or the ASI for short. It was established in 1988 and so far they've teamed up with other space agencies on some major projects like Mars Express, Venus Express, and even the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter. And right now, ASI is collaborating with the ESA on a project called Ariane 5. Well, with that, it's a wrap on today's video. We hope you enjoyed learning about the top 10 space agencies in the world. Which space agency from our list amazed you the most? Are you fascinated by NASA's pioneering missions, or are you intrigued by innovative ventures of SpaceX? Or is it some other agency that caught your attention? Let us know in the comments below. And if you like this video, give us a big thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on our latest content. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.